Pleasant morning, children. Now I will say some riddles. Riddles means ಒಗಟುಗಳು. Can you answer this? Okay. Here, what is the longest word in the English language? Observe, what is the longest word in the English language? Can you guess? Can you answer it? The answer is yes, smiles. Smiles because there is a mile. There is a mile. Miles are mile between first. It's the first and last letters. S and S. Mile. Mile means 1.25 kilometer. That's it. Yes. Another one. What starts with P and ends with P? Starts with P and ends with E and has millions of letters. Which word? Starts with P, ends with E. It has millions of letters. That is, yes, guess it. That is post office. Good, because in the post office they collect the millions of letters. Every day they send the lakhs together letters from one place to another place. So, post office. Yes, another one. What word begins with E and ends with E and has one letter? Observe. Begins with E and ends with E. It has one letter. One letter. That is envelope. In envelope we put one letter. Got it? Yes. Envelope. Next is, which pillar keeps crawling all the time? It's crawling. Crawling means ತೆವಳೋದು. ಪಿಲ್ಲರ್ ಕಂಬ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ತೆವಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾವ ಕಂಬ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಅದು ತೆವಳುತ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Which pillar always crawling? No. Caterpillar crawling all the time. Then what has size and shape but no weight? That is size, shape, there's no weight. No, that's your shadow. Shadow has the shape and the size, but there is no weight. Is any weight to the shadow? Yes. Then, which sun? S-O-N. Sun. Which sun? Yavamaga. Sun. May prove dangerous. Sun. Poison. Not poison. Poison, we pronounce it. P-O-I-S-O-N. S-O-N is there. Sun. Poison is the dangerous. Yes. Next. What cannot move or walk? Cannot move or walk, but can go from place to place. Go from place to place. What is that? Cannot move, cannot walk, but move one place to place. How is it possible? Yes, that is road. Road connects one place to another place. Yes. Which letter in the English alphabet always asks a question? You know the answer. That is Y. One letter, Y. Very good, children. Now we will move to the lesson, the scholar's mother tongue. Here, once a learned scholar or Pandit visits the court of Emperor Akbar. King and Emperor, observe. Emperor Akbar, in the court of Emperor Samrata. King Raja. Emperor means the greater than to the king. He has the vast area of the land in his kingdom. He acquired the vast area of the land, is called emperor, and is very strong compared to the other king. He is called emperor. Emperor Akbar, he says, what he says, I have mastery over different languages. When he says this, all the courtiers who are sat in the court in the Akbar, they expressed and they exclaimed. Then I can speak many languages. I can speak many languages. Oh, that sounds good. Oh, all the courtiers made the like this. Then the Pandits makes a challenge to the court, to all the who are the courtiers are there, to that court. Asthana the Panditri. Courtiers means Asthana the Panditri. He put the challenge to the court. Is there anybody person here who can find out what my mother tongue is? Is there anybody? That challenge to all the courtiers. Is there anybody present here who can find out what my mother tongue is? Because the Pandit can speak different languages fluently. There is no uttering the different words. There is no confusion when he speaks the other languages. And the accent also, that is very important. Accent means how, for example, the Tamilians use the English language, either Malayalis use the English language, the accent is different. Got it? The way of speaking. But the Pandit speaks in the same accent of the English, either same accent of the Malayalam, same accent of the Tamil, like that. It doesn't mix the different accents. Then, next, maybe all the courtiers, they think themselves, maybe Bhusha, maybe Kannada, Urdu, Tamil, like this. They think different way. But the particular and the reason, that is very important. If they say all the different languages, either one who gets the languages, not like that, perfectly, they should inform to them, it is your language, like that. He put the challenge to the court. Then, so no, and you all accept defeat. Defeat means solu. ನೀವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಸೋಲನ್ನು ಒಪ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀರಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. So all accept defeat. Oh no, all they were not ready to accept the defeat. Then when the courtiers failed in their attempt to find out the Pandit's mother tongue, Birbal speaks. What? Well, Your Majesty, I shall find out the Pandit's mother tongue in 1 day or 2. In 1 day or 2 days, I will find out the Pandit's mother tongue. Glad to hear that, Birbal. Take your own time. In the prideness, he told to the Birbal, pride and prejudice we called Hammu Bimmu. Glad to hear that, Birbal. Take your own time. But the Birbal has got 1 or 2 days time. Then he permitted to take the own time. Then that night, Birbal sneaks into the Pandit's bedroom. Sneaks, go quietly, means go quietly. ನಿಧಾನವಾಗಿ ಹೆಜ್ಜೆ ಇಟ್ಟು ಕೊಠಡಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೆ. Sneaks into the Pandit's bedroom. Finding him asleep, he was in God sleep, asleep. Okay. He tickles Pandit's ears with a feather. He took the a small feather and tickle means touch someone lightly. Touch someone lightly. That is called tickle. Tickles the Pandit's ears with a feather. Takes a feather. Observe the feather is there in that picture. Tickles with the feather. Then Everadi. Oh well, that's it. The Birbal found out his mother tongue. Oh, what's his mother tongue? He knew the mother tongue at that time. Then Pandit in his sleep shouts in his mother tongue. Pandit in his sleep shouts in his mother tongue. The next day in the court, Your Majesty, the Pandit's mother tongue is Telugu. The Pandit's mother tongue is Telugu. The Pandit, yes, accept, yes, it's true, it's my mother tongue. The Pandits accept it because that was his mother tongue. Your Majesty, the Pandit's mother tongue is Telugu. The Birbal told the answer to all the court and the king and the Pandit. And the Pandit accept the truth. Then, well done, Birbal, but how did you find it out? The king, the Emperor Akbar, asked a question to him. Your Majesty, in times of difficulty, a person speaks in his mother tongue. If you are in the trouble, you always use Amma in Kannada. Either if you are in trouble, if you are in difficulty, use your mother tongue, not the other languages. You are very fluent, you are very expert in different languages, although you use your mother tongue. Likewise, here the Birbal said to the courtiers and the Pandit and also to the Emperor Akbar, Your Majesty, in times of difficulty, a person speaks in his mother tongue. Yes, there was no question in his Pandit's head. Then, finally, Your Majesty, when I tickled the Pandit's ears with a feather means gari. Feather, tickle means it touches someone's very slightly, that is called tickle. While he was asleep, he was in deep sleep. Yesterday night he was in deep sleep. I touched with the feather. He shouted in Telugu. So I found out that his mother tongue is Telugu. I found it that his mother tongue is Telugu. Like the Birbal replied to the question of the Emperor Akbar. Finally, clever Birbal, you have indeed proved your wit again. Because you proved it. You were very cleverer in our court. He praised the Emperor praised the Birbal with his wonderful words. Then, thank you, Your Majesty. Birbal shows the gratitude to those words. Others, hooray, hooray, hooray is when we feel in the good mood, when we feel in the joy, we use the hooray, that is exclamatory word. Exclamatory mark is there, observe. Then, accept defeat, my lord. Indeed, Birbal is cleverer than me. Cleverer, positive degree and comparative degree. Compared to Birbal and Pandit. Here Pandit is clever. Birbal is cleverer. Pandit, clever is the positive degree. Cleverer is the comparative degree. Cleverest is the superlative degree. Like that. Accept defeat. ನನ್ನ ಸೋಲನ್ನು ನಾನು ಒಪ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀನಿ. accept it, agree with my defeat. My lord, indeed, Birbal is cleverer than me. Finally, some words are there in your textbook, children. Didn't get the as in the textbook. Little bit I changed. Here, some words are there. Observe, scholar. Scholar means someone who has studied a subject and knows a lot about it is called scholar. Court, asthana. Fluent, able to use a language naturally without stopping or making a mistakes. That is called fluent. Fluent, nirargala. There is no stop. There is no hurdle when we speak either the English, either another languages. If we think and say, that is stop. That is hurdle. Able to use a language naturally without stopping or making mistakes. That is called fluent. Next, sneak. Go quietly. ಮೆಲ್ಲಗೆ ಹೋಗೋದು, ಸದ್ದು ಮಾಡದೆ ಹೋಗೋದು. Go quietly. Whisper means speak in a low voice. Next, tickle means touch someone lightly. Astonished, surprised. Last word, dismay, feeling of sadness or disappointment or feeling of sadness, that is called dismay. These are the some difficult words in your textbook, children. You should write in your CW. Thank you. See you later in the next class.